Hi, my name is Mike Ferguson from Intelligent Business Strategies. I want to tell you about my new class on data catalogs, which is really about governing and provisioning data for a data-driven enterprise. And data catalogs today are increasingly being purchased by companies. Main reason being is they've now got a distributed data estate. That means they got data stores on premises, they've got data stores in multiple clouds. They've got software as a service applications with transactional data sitting in the data centers of various application vendors. And they get data streaming in from the edge from IoT devices, whether those are industrial devices or whether they are consumer devices. And so when you look at all of that together, that's a lot of data in a lot of places. So the complexity around data is getting progressively worse and effectively spreading out across multiple hybrid computing environment. And with that comes problems such as ability to govern data. And we all know the impact of ungoverned data. It can increase your risk. It can cause unplanned operational costs. It can result in poor decisions, incorrect predictions on machine learning models, and a whole host of other things. But very clearly, companies want to be able to govern their data estate well, not only for compliance reasons, but also to protect commercially sensitive information and to improve the quality of the data to make the decisions that they need to make on day-to-day business. So we're going to look at what a data catalog is and why is it needed? Is it just for data governance? I don't think so. What about data provisioning? The number of data sources are increasing. We're seeing lots of people now wanting to engineer data to be able to integrate it from multiple sources to analyze. And so even data mesh for decentralized data engineering is fueling that need for more data engineers, more pipelines. But the first thing they've got to be able to do is find data. So I'm going to look at data catalogs in detail. We're going to look at what they are, why is it that you need them, what are the products that are in the marketplace, which is a constantly changing situation, and what are the core data catalog capabilities, things like business glossaries and automatic data discovery, as well as being able to map to business glossaries automatically and to be able to do automatic data governance classification, as well as be able to store policies that are associated with governing data in multiple different locations and data stores. So all of that's now a critical part of data catalogs. It's no longer nice to have technology. And then I'll go into these capabilities in a bit more detail. We'll go and look at setting up business glossaries and how generative AI is helping to speed that up these days. Also, and make it easier. Also, we're going to look at things like the ability to understand the data landscape, not only from a purpose of what the data means, but also in terms of how to label data across it to be able to govern it, things like automatic detection of sensitive data and being able to automatically uh, data quality profile the data to understand where anomalies may exist and how you should potentially correct the data going forward. And then we're going to look at, I guess, the two major use cases for data catalogs. One is data governance, and the second is data provisioning. And for data governance, I already mentioned that we have to understand our data landscape before we can govern it. And so that's really what automatic data discovery and classification is about. But similarly, with regard to data provisioning, with so many data engineers out there wanting to find and quickly integrate data to provision it to share with others, then very, very clearly we need tooling to be able to allow them to quickly do that. And so being able to identify where the data needed for things like data products are, to be able to define a data product within a business glossary and a catalog, to be able to use the catalog to discover where the data for that data product exists, to be able to then integrate with data fabric software and data catalogs to allow data engineers to connect to the catalog, find out what data is out there, and be able to then access it and engineer it to produce data products, publish those data products, in a marketplace, which is a catalog application, and be able to um, share it and govern the sharing of it around the enterprise. So all of this we're going to cover in my new class. So please, if you can join me, please do on my new data catalog class, looking at how to govern and provision data in a data-driven enterprise using data catalogs. Okay, thank you.